Alright guys, so we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and the World Tournament on Global is about to start, and here we have what is going to be the World Tournament reward for Global. I would say he's a pretty bad unit, but unfortunately, most of the World Tournament rewards are just really not that great at this point. Like, for example, I've only got this guy at SA1. I know people don't like when I showcase units at SA1, but I still like making videos talking about these units. So let me go ahead and break this guy down, and we'll go ahead and hop into the Jiren event, which is probably, I don't know, the Ultra Instinct Goku event is might be harder. I don't know. I'd have to think about that more. But either the Jiren or the Ultra Instinct Goku event is going to be the toughest in the game. The reason the Jiren one can be very difficult is because he has that damn ability that fucks up your rotations, which can definitely be a problem. So this is Augmented Offense Super Trunks. Now here's what's interesting. On Global, his leader skill is Intelligence type, Ki +2, and HP and attack 50%. And then on JP, his leader skill is only int type, attack 50%. Now, there are many different instances of this happening. This is far from the first card who has been adjusted between both versions. I believe in every case ever that I know of, the card is superior on Global whenever there are changes made. The most high profile and I'd say the best card that has had changes done to it is, of course, Base Form Goku Black, where he's kind of a middling unit now on JP, but he's still a very good option on Global with his ability to give 3 Ki to all Extreme type allies, which will always be useful, right? There also are a couple other cards. Cards have even had their rarities changed. For example, the Instant Transmission Goku, the Bye Guys Goku. Yeah, I might as well just say Bye Guys Goku. You guys will know what I'm saying there. When he died against Cell during the Cell games. That Goku on JP, he was a reward as part of the crossover event with One Piece Treasure Cruise. He was an SR. On Global, that was actually an SSR unit. So, you know, there are several instances of this being done. I would say this is mostly a pointless change. If they're going to change anything about the unit, they should have buffed his passive or even given him something like Prepare for Battle. I think that would have been much better and more badly needed change, because I would say there's a good chance that when this unit inevitably awakens on both versions, he might end up with the same leader skill on both Global and JP. So it might not even be a permanent buff from, you know, JP to Global. His super attack is the Buster Cannon, which does supreme damage to the enemy. When again, he's an old unit, so his super attack animation is gonna be shit. That's usually the kind of, you know, the way it goes there. His passive skill, Unbreakable Confidence, which is stupid because Cell shattered his confidence, by the way. Absolutely, come on. Cell literally said, "You're a bitch, you can't beat me," and Trunks is just like, "Oh fuck, he's right." Like, come on, bro. Alright. I mean, I would say Trunks has Unbreakable Confidence in the, well, not confidence, but an Unbreakable Will in the Goku Black arc. But, like, when he's fighting Cell, he most certainly does not. His passive is Ki 2 and attack 60% when HP is 30% or above. I will say that is a pretty good restriction. 30% or above is very, very easy to maintain. You'll have that 9 times out of 10. His links are Golden Warrior, Messenger from the Future, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Z Fighters, and Silver Soul. Bad. You know, he doesn't have Prepare for Battle. He doesn't have Over in a Flash. He doesn't have Shocking Speed. What's funny is you could easily give this fucker Over in a Flash, too. Like, there's no reason the Super Trunks units could not have Over in a Flash. I don't know. 12 Ki multiplier, 135%, which is quite bad. Again, he is the reward for the 14th tournament on JP and the 20th tournament on Global. Many people are considering it a shaft. I do more fall in the camp. I know a lot of people say I'm a JP defender and all that stuff. I just more so fall in the camp that it's a Global shaft if Global would never have gotten this guy. I think it's good that Global is getting this guy, and they just want to keep the rewards in check on Global and JP, like the World Tournament reward cards, matching up with the tournaments as they happen in the anime. So the Chi-Chi, that's the only reward card now that Global has not gotten. Well, there are a couple of SRs from like the first couple tournaments, but like they're just SRs. They're not even really that big of a deal. I would still have preferred Global got them, of course. But there's only the Chi-Chi, and the Chi-Chi is related to the 23rd World Tournament, so I believe Global will get her then. Whatever JP gets for the 24th World Tournament reward card, I think will be Global's next reward card. So there is no cause for concern, guys. And then the last thing, is he does have the hybrid Saiyan category. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into an event, and let's kind of see how our boy can hold up in the Jiren event. The answer, by the way, is I don't think very good. I'm going to bring him. Like, I just wanted to make a video on him talking about him further, because there's been a lot of, I don't know, him being the World Tournament War card has been very divisive, and I do think that's just like lingering side effects from the unfair treatment Global received when they didn't get compensation for the Blue Goku and Sin Shenron issue. Like, I do think Global definitely should have been compensated for that, and I think the tension around Super Trunks is more or less just because, like, there's still lingering, like, anger from that. So, like, I totally get it, but alright, let's go ahead and hop into the event. We start off, of course, with Dispo and Topo here. Now, what's interesting is this is actually one of the rotations I wanted to have, is Super Saiyan 3 Gohan and Super Saiyan 3 Trunks. So, I'm gonna push Super Trunks off rotation here, just because I do want to keep these fuckers together, these two Super Saiyan 3s. And then we'll let Super Trunks actually get his attack off. And then I'll probably have Super Trunks settle on a rotation along with Ultimate Gohan. They at least will be able to share, you know, Z Fighters, and they'll be able to kind of form a nice little pair. Did he? Oh, Gohan with the dodge! The dodge on the super attack. Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, you spoil me, my boy. These cards are very good. I certainly do hope the Super Saiyan 3 Gohan and Trunks come to Global eventually. I would still say there's more than a 0% chance. Just because they're so good. Like, and they'll be so useful on the Super Saiyan 3 team, which I think will probably be Global's next Dokkan Fest, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Like, those, you know, those three cards, those three Super Saiyan 3s, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, and Super Saiyan 3 Adult Gotenks would be very, very welcomed, powerful cards on Global. Man, how hype would that be if the Heroes cards finally came to Global? I really do hope it happens. And, like, again, like, that is something. Here's the thing, right? Wow, he survived that. Dispo, you fucker. Here's the thing. There is a lot of time until the 3-year anniversary, so I would say it's almost like it's conceivable that they release the hero banner with Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. What? Another dodge? Yes! This is why I tell y'all, 3 dodge, baby. Let's go. Yes! And now we're here just in time to have our boy Super Trunks absolutely fucking work over Jiren exactly how we know it would go in the anime. Alright, Trunksu, let's see what you got, my boy. Sterling attack stat of 189,000. 100,000, not too. He's only taking 5,000 damage from Jiren, though. That's pretty good. Of course, damage is probably cut in half since he does have type advantage, so he'd probably be taking about 10k-ish or a little bit more from Jiren's normals. Plus, we also do have High School Gohan on rotation, so he's providing an attack and defensive boost. I'm a big fan of that High School Gohan card. A lot of people really underrate him, and he is quite powerful. Alright, so we can go ahead and just have Super Saiyan 3 Trunks lead off right there. Super Saiyan 3 Trunks is a unit that, like, you know, I have not used much because before, you know, he was 1% in the dupe system SA1. But now that he's been so valuable for me in doing Broly's Extreme Z-Awakening event, I've put potential system buffs into him, as well as got him the SA10. So he's able to handle himself quite well now, and I'll probably try and, you know, use them a little bit more in teams. You know, a lot of times I'm doing, like, showcases like this, I do so many videos that I do kind of want to switch up some of the units I use at least a little bit. So that's why, like, I kind of brought a rotation of those two units. Because, like, even Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, I feel I don't use enough considering how good he actually is. Like, he is a really, really powerful unit. Okay, this is a problem rotation here. Because Jiren is, like, crazy strong. I'm actually tempted. Okay. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the Ghost Usher right there. Because Pandel and Trunks would probably get absolutely bodied. That's a bad rotation. I probably didn't need to do that. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. I probably shouldn't have done that. Also, because we're going through the event so slow, because like I didn't really bring like, you know, mega hard hitters. I didn't bring like LR Gohan, LR Trunks and Goten and shit. So the Ultimate Gohans, they'll have a chance to build up their attack quite a bit, because they of course do. Oh, you fucker! Jiren loves trolling me by hitting the end of the rotation a million times, which is, it's just very annoying, because, you know, that is going to be the weak link. Like, a lot of times those are just the floaters, the defensive, like, not defensive, but the, like, the supports, right? And they don't have defense, because for the most part, I would say it's not really a good idea to put potential system buffs into support. Oh, look at that. 5,000 damage, Jiren? Come on, my boy. It's not the greatest putting, whatchamacallit, orbs into support units, because like the way they like add damage to the team is just by buffing other units attacking power. So like that can also lead to them just getting absolutely fucking crushed under like attacks by some of these units. Like really, if you're gonna go ahead and give orbs to like support units, I would say the main reason to do that is just to buff their defense, so they're less of a defensive liability than they might be. I would also say that's one reason I'm not a fan of using support type units in Super Battle Road, is because oftentimes like they get absolutely fucking crushed in Super Battle Road, even more so than they would in normal events. Alright, so, oof, whew, Jiren, you fucker. Putting Pandel right there, that's a mistake. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Dende. I don't think, though, that I'll need to... Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna need to use any items, because Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, he will completely... ooh, that's not a Dokkan... Oh, it is a Dokkan attack, damn. Alright, well, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, he will completely, like, nerf and destroy all damage that Jiren could do, because not only does he have a defensive buff from his passive, I believe it has 60% defense. He does have a high chance to activate a guard ability, like Janemba has or Ultimate Gohan can have. And he also raises his defense on Super for 6 turns. So it can get to the point where he's just not taking any damage whatsoever. Even from a unit like Jiren. Like, if Jiren's... I'd love to see Jiren super attack right here, because he would barely do any damage whatsoever. He didn't super right there, which actually could be a problem, because that means Pandel's going to get supered. And unlike Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, who would take nothing, Pandel is going to get supered and take, like, 200,000 from this. So, go ahead. And super. Okay, he didn't super. Okay, no! You're locking... Yo, this bastard is just locking my rotations all over the place. You know what? I'm going to just pop a double Icarus and then just be done with this. Like, fuck you, Jiren. You are not going to get me to, like, be doing crazy shit. So we'll just do that. And then it'll be smooth sailing for the rest of the fight. And hopefully our boy Super Trunks can actually show out a little bit at the end. So how much will... Okay, so double Icarus. Even Jiren can't damage Gohan there. Ooh, this could do damage. Especially because both Jiren and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, when they super, they greatly lower defense. That's actually one way... So when they put greatly lower defense on a unit like Jiren or Blue Evolution Vegeta, it's mostly pointless. But the one part where it actually makes things tougher will be like the boss fights, right? Because Jiren or Blue Evolution Vegeta, they could take one of your units that would take no damage in these events, and if they supered them, then immediately hit them with several normals. Those normals after the super would actually probably do a lot of damage, because they would be lowering your unit's defense. So that is an interesting thing that can happen occasionally. And this should be the final turn of the fight. This is a pretty strong rotation right here. We have Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, and Super Saiyan 3 Gohan. I actually think it's about time that we had some new hybrid Saiyans. I was thinking about it. I feel like we haven't had like a lot of powerful top-tier hybrid Saiyans in quite a while. The last one I could think of is really the Namek Saga Gohan. Is like the only kind of top-tier unit we've had added to this category, because there's like the physical LR Kid Gohan, but like he's nothing great. And LR Trunks and Goten, they were added to the game shortly after the category's inception on JP, so I don't know. But alright guys, so there is the Jiren event done with INT Super Trunks, who will be arriving on Global shortly with the release of the World Tournament. If you guys don't want to grind the World Tournament for him, that's fine. He will be added to the SSR pool, and do keep in mind that eventually on Global, they're going to do what they did on JP, which is where they will split up the banners. Oh, it's a new day. They'll split up the banners to where all non-World Tournament SSRs will be in a banner, and then all World Tournament SSRs will be on the other banner. So that is something that you guys can go ahead and look forward to. Day 317 for your boy. Only 700 days to go for 1000 Day Goku. Alright guys, I will catch y'all next time.